The golden rule of vehicle survival is simple: stay with the car. We are taught this in driving school. We are told that a car is a shelter, a shield, and a signal. If you break down in a snowstorm, you stay. If you get a flat tire on the highway, you stay. In 95% of cases, this is the correct advice. Your car offers protection from the wind, rain, and other vehicles. Leaving it usually exposes you to hypothermia or high-speed traffic. But survival is not about following rules blindly. It is about assessing reality. There are 5 specific scenarios, rare but deadly, where your car stops being a shelter and transforms into a coffin. In these moments, your instinct to stay inside will kill you. There is one specific scenario, sign number 2, that gives you a window of exactly 60 seconds to act. If you hesitate, or if you try to open the door the normal way, physics will make it impossible for you to escape. Thousands of people have drowned with their seatbelts on because they didn't understand the pressure differential that locks them inside. In this video, we are breaking the golden rule. We are analyzing the 5 critical signs that scream "get out now" and the exact evacuation protocols that will save your life when the vehicle becomes the enemy. Let's start with the most aggressive threat: fire. Modern cars are not made of heavy steel and leather anymore. They are made of plastics, synthetic foams, and complex electronics. When a modern car catches fire, it doesn't just burn, it melts and releases toxic cyanide gas and carcinogens. Most people think a car will explode like in a Hollywood movie. That rarely happens. The real killer is the speed of the flames. Sign number 1 is cabin smoke. If you see steam coming from under the hood, that is likely a radiator issue. You can safely pull over and wait. But if you smell burning plastic, electrical ozone, or if you see acrid black smoke entering the cabin through the vents or the dashboard, you have to bail out immediately. Research shows that once a fire breaches the passenger compartment, you have less than 3 minutes before flashover. This is the point where the heat becomes so intense that everything inside the car ignites instantly. Do not try to retrieve your purse. Do not try to save your laptop. Pull over immediately. Turn off the ignition to stop the fuel pump. Get everyone out. Move at least 100 feet away from the vehicle, ideally upwind so you aren't breathing the toxic fumes. A car can be replaced, your lungs cannot. This brings us to sign number 2, the 60-second nightmare. You swerve to avoid a deer, slide on ice, or misjudge a flooded road. Your car goes into the water. Your instinct is to sit tight, call 911, and wait for the car to stop moving. This is wrong. A car will float for anywhere from 30 seconds to 2 minutes before it sinks. This is your only chance to survive. Sign number 2 is water touching the glass. Once the water rises above the bottom of the door frame, the water pressure against the door is thousands of pounds. You cannot push it open. The electronics will short out almost instantly, meaning the electric windows won't roll down. You are trapped in a sinking steel bubble. Do not touch your phone. Do not call the police. They cannot get to you in 60 seconds. You are the first responder. You must follow the S.W.O.C protocol immediately. Seatbelts off, windows open or broken, out immediately, children first. If you wait until the car is submerged, you have to wait for the pressure to equalize, meaning the car has to fill completely with water before you can open the door. Most people panic and drown before that happens. If you see water rising, abandon the ship instantly. Sign number 3 is silent. It happens mostly in winter, but it can happen in mud or deep sand too. You are stuck. You decide to stay in the car to keep warm, but something is wrong with the environment. Sign number 3 is the blocked tailpipe. If you slide backward into a snowbank, or if heavy snow is falling fast and drifting against the rear of your car, your exhaust system is compromised. If the tailpipe is buried, carbon monoxide gas cannot escape. Physics dictates that gases move from high pressure to low pressure. Since the gas cannot exit the rear, it will be forced back under the chassis and up through the floorboards into the cabin. You cannot smell carbon monoxide, you cannot see it, but if you feel a sudden onset of headache, dizziness, or extreme fatigue while the engine is running, you must assume you are being poisoned. Shut the engine off immediately. If you can dig the tailpipe out safely, do it. But if the snow is too deep or the car is pinned, you cannot stay inside with the engine running. You are safer sitting in the cold car with blankets than sleeping in a warm car filled with gas. If you feel the symptoms, open the windows and get out into fresh air until your head clears. Sign number 4 is tactical. It involves other humans. A car is a shield, but it's also a cage. If you are stuck in gridlock or your car breaks down in a lane of travel, you are a sitting duck. Sign number 4 is the rear view threat. If your car stalls on a blind curve, over the crest of a hill, or in the fast lane of a highway at night, you are in the kill zone. Staying inside your car with your seatbelt on is usually safe, unless traffic is moving at 70 miles per hour and cannot see you. Being rear-ended by a semi-truck while you're parked is catastrophic. Similarly, if you are stuck in civil unrest or a riot and the crowd is surrounding vehicles, your car is a trap. If the mob is breaking glass or setting fires, the car offers no protection because it restricts your movement. If you are in the kill zone on a highway, check your mirrors. If there's a gap in traffic, bail out and run to the other side of the guardrail. Get away from the road. If you are in a riot and the car is immobilized, exit on the side away from the crowd and blend in or run. Do not wait for the glass to break. Finally, we arrive at the most controversial sign, sign number 5. We tell people never to leave the car in a blizzard because they get lost and freeze. This is true, but there is one exception. It's called the visual certainty rule. You should never leave your car based on hope. You should never walk because you think there's a town 5 miles away. But if you can clearly see a building with lights on or smoke rising from a chimney and it's in a reasonable distance, you leave. Sign number 5 is visible safety. Why leave? Because a car in sub-zero temperatures eventually becomes a freezer. If you have no fuel, no blankets, and the temperature is dropping to -20, you will eventually succumb to hypothermia. The metal of the car conducts heat away from your body. If safety is visible and attainable, you make the move. Do not guess. If you can see the farmhouse and you have boots and a jacket, go for it. But if the snow is blowing so hard you can't see 100 yards, known as a whiteout, stay in the car. Only leave if the destination is guaranteed. The car is a tool. It serves you. You do not serve it. Most of the time, the metal box keeps you alive. It protects you from the wind, the rain, and the impacts, but you must recognize the moment the relationship changes. If you smell smoke, get out. If the windows are wet, get out. If the pipe is blocked, shit it off or get out. If you are a sitting duck, get over the guardrail. And if you can see the shelter, go to it. Survival is about adaptability. Don't let the golden rule become a death sentence. Check your car today. Do you have a window breaking tool for the water scenario? Do you have warm boots for the walkout? If you found this survival breakdown helpful, hit the like button so the algorithm warns other drivers before they get stuck. Drive safe, stay alert, and thanks for watching.